So today's video is pretty much going to be discussing Diner's new airbrush makeup line, which is called Colair Xtreme, as well as giving you my first impression of the product. So if you are interested, please keep watching. So this year, Diner came out with a new foundation line. It is called Colair Xtreme, which promises maximum coverage. Now, I believe that this line comes with 14 shades. Of course, 13 of those shades are flesh tones, and one of them is just white. Of course, if you're using it for special effects or tattoo coverage or anything like that, they do offer it in just solid white. So the product claims to be a medium to blocking coverage, meaning that from the moment you put it on, you're not going to get a sheer coverage with this makeup. You're going to get a medium coverage, so you're going to start the bar pretty high, and you're going to be able to block out any skin imperfections, or if you're using it for tattoo coverage, you're going to be able to block out the darker tones and the lighter tones in the tattoos when using this product. So with this product, you can correct, match, and block things out. Now, back to blocking things out. When it says correct and match, that pretty much just means it eliminates the concealing step, which means you do not have to use color correctors with this product. You do not have to use concealer, just because this makeup is almost like an all-in-one, meaning that you can pretty much use this as your one step and go kind of thing, which is really awesome because, you know, as somebody who's always on the go, I'm a student, I'm a mom, I'm always looking for anything that will make my routine just a little bit shorter because I'm always pressed for time. So this is really great. I also claim that it lasts up to 48 hours, which means pretty much from the moment you put it on to wherever your day takes you, your makeup won't budge, which is really amazing for an airbrush makeup product, to tell you the truth. So I'm definitely going to have to test that theory out there. It has instant coverage for any surface, which means I'm assuming you can pretty much spray it anywhere, and you're just going to get that instant medium to block out coverage with this airbrush makeup line. It also says that the coverage is durable and flexible. When they say durable and flexible, it just means that you're pretty much not going to see any cracking or creasing or any fading really throughout the day. And when they say flexible, I'm assuming that it'll kind of mimic the texture of your skin just a little bit, which I'm actually really excited to test out because I'm always looking for something that does look as natural as possible. I'm just not one of those kind of people who like to wear tons and tons of makeup, and if I do wear tons and tons, I really want it to look natural, so that's a plus, of course. Coverage, you can pretty much cover anything from tattoos, any medical skin conditions that you might have, scars, birthmarks. You can use it on prosthetics or latex. Okay, Diner also claims that you can use this as an oily skin primer. Now, this feature of the product, or this aspect of the product, is pretty much the one that I am most interested in, because if you've been following my channel, you know that I have extremely oily skin, and I'm always looking for the next best thing to go ahead and combat the oils that come out during the day. Now, a lot of products can hold up pretty well for the majority of the day without me having to go ahead and blot. But I really want a product that is going to go ahead and last me throughout the whole day without hardly any touch-ups, like no budge, no nothing. So I'm hoping this will be the product for me. So I'm definitely going to be testing that out. Of course, front and center compared to everything else on this list pretty much of what the makeup can do. So stay tuned for that. Of course, like all of their other products, they're claiming it to be rub-proof, and I know this to be true for the majority of their products. So I'm assuming just because this is the maximum coverage and the product is tougher, that it is going to be rub-proof also. They also claim that this is waterproof. Now, they don't say water-resistant, so like the other products. So I'm assuming that this product is going to actually be waterproof. Once again, this will be another thing that I will be experimenting with this product, because if it's really waterproof, that's wonderful, but if it's not, then I know not to walk out in the rain wearing this product. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and test that out for sure, so stay tuned for that as well. So another feature of this makeup line is that it is a matte finish. Now, I've noticed from trying it out that it definitely is a very strong matte finish. You're not going to get the finish that you see with Colair, and you're definitely not going to get that finish that you see with the glamour makeup. You're actually, with this makeup, you're going to get a super matte finish. So you definitely want to go ahead, if you're looking for a little bit more of a natural look, to dilute it, either by mixing it in with the glamour line, but I do recommend you're going to get better results mixing it in with the Colair line. So just because the Colair line is a little bit more of a satin finish, Of course, if you're looking for that natural coverage, so you definitely want to go ahead and mix it with that. So what I have actually on my face today is a mixture of the Colair Xtreme and the Colair line, which I think is a very natural finish, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So I do recommend going ahead and mixing it with the regular Colair as opposed to the Glamour, but you can of course always mix it with the Glamour also. They do claim that this makeup is water-based, but I found that just using water doesn't really get it off. Definitely using an oil-based makeup remover or just a stronger makeup remover will get it off completely. I mean, it'll come off with soap and water just like anything else. You'll just have to do more than one wash to get it off, which adds to the budge proof of this product. So if you're looking for a product that you want to last all day for like events, weddings, photo shoots, things like that, I honestly think, guys, that this is going to be the product for you just because it does not budge. And like all of Diner's other airbrush makeup products, it is non-comedogenic, it's hypoallergenic, it contains no oil, silicone, talc, and it is paraben free, of course. That's one of the great things that I actually like about Diner's makeup is that it is not clouded with all of these funky chemicals and things like that that have been known to go ahead and irritate my skin. That's just why I think it works so well for me. So now that you know the specs on the product, I am going to go ahead and switch over to the footage of my first impression of the product, which is me using it for the first time. So you're actually going to see it in all actuality. And here I am strictly just using the Colair Xtreme, so I will not be mixing it with anything this time, just so that I can get a feel for what this line can do. So without further ado, let's get on to the first impression.
Alright, so for this tutorial, I'll be using the shade equivalent to Golden Olive and the shade equivalent to Nutmeg. And here I'm just going to be taking the shade that is equivalent to Nutmeg, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my contour like so. Just applying it regular, normal, how I usually do it. I did go ahead and prime my face, because of course, I always prime my face. That's just one step that I'm never going to skip no matter how good the makeup is, so just know that I did prime my face for this. Okay, so I did notice that the consistency of this product is a lot thicker than the consistency of the other lines, but it doesn't seem to have any problems coming out of the gun, so I'm getting no clogging. So here, just because this product line only comes with flesh tones, I am going to have to use my Glamour blush. So here I'm just using Peach Pink, of course, not mixed in with anything, just by itself on the apples of my cheeks and of course on my cheekbones. Okay, once I got my blush on, of course I'm going to clean that out because I do not want it to get mixed in with my foundation. Now for my foundation, I will be mixing the two shades together, of course, using 8 drops of the Golden Olive to 2 drops of the Nutmeg. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure they're mixed thoroughly and then apply it to my face like so. So as you can see, it's covering up the redness, of course, that I have because I just tweezed my eyebrows right before I started doing my makeup. So you can see it covered up the redness pretty quick, and it is covering up just the blemishes a pretty good amount for the first pass, and it's just a very light pass that I'm doing here, and I'm noticing a good amount of coverage. So you really want to be careful when using this as a foundation, just because, you know, it seems like it would be really easy to overdo it. So just make sure that you stay light on the lever. Here I'm just going to go ahead and keep applying it lightly to my face in small circular motions, just like I normally would with any of the other foundation lines that I have. I'm noticing that I'm getting a really good amount of coverage. I mean, my skin tone was even out fairly quickly, which is amazing because I usually have to apply a few layers of the other lines to get this kind of coverage that I'm getting on the first layer. So that's really great with this product. It does seem like the color is a little bit more intense, so this product is definitely more pigmented than the Glamour line and Colair line. So keep that in mind when trying to color match, that it might not be exactly what you're used to mixing. You might have to lighten it up a little bit or just adjust the color. Now I did notice that this color did not run out as quickly as the other ones do. I noticed that the Glamour line runs out fairly quickly with those drops, and the Colair line lasts a little bit longer, and this Colair Xtreme is lasting even longer. So I'm able to make even more passes on those trouble areas without running out of product. So just keep in mind, this is only 10 drops, guys. I did not add any more to the cup, and I'm getting a lot for what I put in there. I'm pretty excited about it. So since I'm getting so much more, I'm just going to go ahead and keep applying passes, making sure to extend it down to my neck as well. Okay, and once I finished applying my foundation, I just went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup. And this is a close-up view so you can see exactly what the coverage was. Of course, this is just with 10 drops, so you can imagine what adding more drops would do for you coverage-wise. So far, I am really impressed with this product, guys. I really think it's legit.
So now that you know the specs and you've seen my first impression of the product, of course, I'm going to leave you with that. Please stay tuned for more videos showcasing this product. Of course, I'll be testing it out in different scenarios. So if you want to see how it combats with oil, if you want to see how it combats with water, if you really want to see what it's like from when you put it on to the end of the day, I can do that for you too. I'm just going to be playing around with this makeup line so much just because I think it has so much potential. So stay tuned for all of those videos to come. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!